So I haven't left any video here for the last 2 days, and including today, I'm maybe going to leave 3, or depending on how much time I may use tomorrow evening or Sunday to leave any left over. So I'm going to start with immortal love, eternal, my comfort. So I am special, they are. Sustainable is learn the special. Infinite is beyond appearances, which is form and name. Infinite. It's fresh eyes that desire to see good. So this is the change, the never-ending, shape-shifting, constant. Thusly, be the change, right? Be the change. It is, change is, right? Be what can be, keep forever changing, which is unlimited possibilities as per the container. I'm going to bring up Michael, close to me. I love him. Right now, I'm feeling like I'm expressing love here because I can't directly, so it just came out, and it might come up. So he says, like, turn all your senses inward. So there's odorants, for example, that bind to the olfactory nerve, and there's a grasping receptor that'll grow desensitized or hypersensitized to a stimulus. And interoception is a world that is never ending versus all being outward feels like we are pushed out. The liminal birthing space, there's a lab within. There's some noises happening, maybe construction or maybe the heating. We have to say no to instability and destruction, which is a type of death, which in order... Okay, so if instability and destruction equals death, chaos that hurts, right, destroys. In order to say yes, we have to say no to that. We have to use the cutting down energy on that energy in order to say yes to evolution, which is like evolving to it. Instead of wiping it away, it's evolving to it. And creation, which is Hashem is creating us. God is making it through the process of change for us to be in life, right? So this not having center and negating outside is not generating, but to be able to adapt, evolutionable, creative is newness, right? For the sake of life. So I have to trust that everyone is prioritizing their comfort and learning and given the exact angles they need to see just how valuable the inner universe is and perceive their light and power and improve capacity, resistance, usefulness, adaptability. This is all fair. We have to trust that everything's designed fairly and goodly. And I used to read to Michael. We used to sit at the water by the lake. There were swans. We used to sit on this sheet thing I bought on Amazon for, it was made for the beach, but we used to use it like for sitting on the grass or in dirty areas, like not dirt like dirty dirt, but like dirt like soil. When it was sometimes dry, it would get on us, or our favorite place was the park. So the teacher comes when the student is ready, but there's another saying, which is that you would say, and when the student's ready, the teacher leaves or disappears. So I used to read him this book, notes that I would take after my thoughts, but this book was called Disillusions, something of a reluctant Messiah. So it's impossible to be true to anyone but myself, and people's familiarity is through the eyes, seeing and being seen. It's more than a verbal connection. So God said, let there be light, and it is good. Means it's to be bright and vibrant. happy, vitality, ease, right? Life flows, so the current of goodness is like the rays of light. Transparency, opacity. So transparency is like the inhale, because there's space to come in, right? Like, and opacity, the density, the non-transparency is like the exhale, because it sends it out. Can't come through, so it's like breath, spirit. We call it ruach in Hebrew. So there's two mirrors that can show around the corner. It's like surveillance. Survey for my own electrical valence. Survey. And that's like this mirror, right? One here to show me, and one here to show me. And then right? And then we come out, but it's like, so the return to free others requires going into slavery to be understood and devoted horizontally, straight ahead to everyone, rather than vertically, which satisfies the deeper need of a separate self that serves the oneness. So we each free our own self, and then we can transcend to a collective that can witness that all. Clinging to a twig can lead to flow, never carrying us through to where life has the exactly right place for me, but also having to live others' lives ends up with each of us not living our own life if we're trying to cling to, maybe someone's very sturdy, right? I like to hold trees sometimes. I teach what I need to learn the most. We have to think about that a lot. These are so deep. They're so deep. Life is learning to laugh on the way to each's execution. Let's practice. Ha! Whew. Learning is finding out what you already know. So doing is demonstrating you know it. So let's start again. Teaching is, we teach what we need to learn. We learn to find out what we already know. So we're teaching others to know what we already know. They know it. Like we do it to demonstrate that we know it. And we teach to remind others that they know just as well as me. We're all teachers, learners, and doers. Thought, speech, and action, right? So I'll know who's a friend in the first minute I meet them. These are some quotes, actually. Some of these, by the way, are just simple quotes from the book. I make little peanut